Max, thanks for having us here in Hawaii.
Oh, thanks for coming. Long travel.
Really, the last time I saw you was UFC 300. And you talk about full arenas and crowd reactions, and you certainly got one there. First of all, how do you reflect back upon that fight?
I mean, it was just my night, you know. People have their nights, and that was just my night, you know. Nothing but love for Justin Gaethje. He had nothing to gain and everything to lose, and he gave me the title, the shot at the BMF belt, the blessed man forever, and, you know, I went out there, did my thing, got my hand raised, and now we're here.
I like how you say he had nothing to lose. At the end of the fight, you kind of had everything to lose. You were up 5 rounds to nothing. You point down to the ground, and you have this Max Holloway moment where you just want to go to battle with Justin. I mean, what was going through your mind during that when you're like, I want to stand right here in the middle and do this?
I mean, that's what BMFs do, right? I mean, if the shoe was on the other foot with Justin Gaethje, I believe he would have gave me the opportunity to try to put his lights out. So I gave him the opportunity, you know, and at the end of the day, my punch just landed first. You know, he was swinging, I was swinging, and I'm just happy my punch landed first on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of become like a move that you're known for, though.
Yeah.
The point down to the ground.
To leave a mark like that in a sport that's always growing is always amazing, and if people want to keep on doing the point down, but just remember, guys, when you guys do the point down, it stay there and swing, not point down and take a couple steps back, you know?
Right, you have to make sure they do it exactly correct if they're going to use your
please,
signature move.
Please.
But where does that come from, Max?
It comes from here. It comes from right where you're sitting. It comes from the west side of Oahu. I'm just a Waianae boy that, you know, in the olden days, if we're talking about Hawaiians, in the olden days, this is what warriors used to live in. Warriors is from this side of the island, and I believe I embody that. And there's just something in me, you know, and I'm a fighter. You know, there's some people that believe that they're put on this world to do certain things. I believe I was put on this world to fight, you know, and I have a great platform with the UFC to keep giving me opportunities, and I get to keep showing, you know, what I was put on this earth for.
When we were driving around, we saw some murals of you. Like, we were driving on the highway, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's some graffiti of Max.
Yeah.
And obviously you are a bit of a hero here because you are an example of what can be, no matter where you're from. What does that feel like to walk around the island and know that that is how people view you in your everyday life as well?
Oh, it's amazing, you know, it's amazing. A kid from Waianae, say the least, you know, to be able to do that, people making murals of. And hopefully I can just encourage the next generation to be greater, to do great things, because just because we're from here doesn't mean we can't get to where people are, you know. One of my uncles, he's one of the biggest bosses over here for a big company down here, and he's from Waianae. He's a Waianae graduate, so at the end of the day, you only box yourself in to your limitations. You know, the sky's the limit. Keep pushing, keep being great.
You've been an example of that throughout your fighting career. I mean, champion, BMF champ, and now, of course, you're challenging once again for the belt. How do you look at that, and what is the motivation as you face Ilia Topuria?
I mean, since I've been with the UFC since I was 20 years old, everybody think I'm like 50. So it's crazy, you know. At the end of the day, people keep saying that this new era is about to start and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Ilia Topuria is like 29, I think, I believe. I'm only 32. I turned 33 at the end of the year. I'm like, this new era, I'm stood in his era. I am stood here. Just because I've been around longer than him doesn't mean I'm an old guy. So I just can't wait, you know. The last time I checked, I was younger than Ilia and I had title defenses. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I can't wait for it. This is the new era. This is what everybody's talking about. So I can't wait to have a taste come October 26th.
What have you seen from him in his performances, particularly as he faced Volkanovski, to become the champion? What stands out about him as an opponent?
He's good. He's good. He's super good. Fast, strong. You know, he's willing to go in there and mix it up. And, you know, no better person you're going to go finding, looking to mix it up with someone. So I can't wait, you know. Everybody's going to keep on saying that he fought a hurt Volk. Volk and his team thought they was ready. I don't know if they was. We saw the outcome of that fight. But Ilia still had to land that shot, and he did. So at the end of the day, nothing but respect for him. But he likes talking about range. He likes talking about eras. The Blessed Express is in full effect, and he's about to find out come October 26th.
The Blessed Express also going back to 145.
Yes.
We talked about this a little bit off camera, but on camera, what are the differences besides being able to eat more at 155. But for you, when you're entering a training camp to go down to 145 as opposed to the last one?
I mean, the only difference is I gotta give up ramen. I love ramen. When we're at 55, I eat a bunch of ramen. I eat a lot of sushi boats, but when we're at 45, the sushi boat turns to more of a sushi, not even sushis. It's just a sushi, so, and I don't have no ramen, so that's about it.
I did not think that was going to be the answer.
Yeah, no.
But as you get ready for the fight, you do so with a team that we have seen you with forever. It seems like you mentioned how young you were when you got in the organization. It seems like you're still very much surrounded by a lot of the same coaches, training partners. Again, that goes back to loyalty and how you are here with your town and your island. But what's it like to be on this journey with those guys who have supported you really from day one?
It's amazing. It's a family. It's a family, man. I've been with these guys. I've been with two of the guys before the UFC. Like a couple fights before the UFC, I found them. And then we bring in one guy when I fought Connor, my striking coach, Ivan Flores. So Darren Yap, Brandon Lazarez, I used to tease them. I remember I was 20, they was all 30, and I used to always tease them and be like, man, you guys can't be dying on me. You guys so old and stuff. And now 10, 12 years passed, and I'm their age that they was, and I was saying, I was like, what am I talking about? I'm still young, you know, so. But they're old now.
Right,
they're like 40, holy shit.
Oh my God.
You know, like at the end of the day, but I got nothing but love for them. You know, it takes a village, and these guys is next level. These guys treat me like I'm their family, because we are. I mean, I see them more than my blood-related family, you know. Blood couldn't make any of us closer. You know, there's a story of Rylan. His daughter was born, and he left her the next day, or that day. We had to get on a plane to go to New York to fight Khabib. That fight didn't end up happening, but that's how close we are. Like this, he just had a newborn, and I called him up on April Fools too, and told him like, bro, I'm fighting Khabib. He's like, bro, this better not be April Fools. I'm like, this is not. We got the call. We gotta go. We're leaving. I think it was that night. We had to go there because it's like a 12-hour plane ride or a 14-hour straight direct flight or something like that. And he jumped on the plane. You know, we all packed. We all went. That's just how crazy these guys. You know, even the last 300 fight, my man Darren Yap, he had a family trip in Japan. I love Japan. He's crazy for doing this. He had a family trip in Japan. He's gonna miss like 2 important weeks of my camp, and he stopped. He didn't go. He was like, bro, I'm not taking this. We need this fight, and I know how important this is to you. So he didn't go on his vacation, you know. So at the end of the day, this is the kind of guys that I deal with, you know. Solid guys, good guys, and guys that I can really trust my life with.
And from a young 20-year-old to a champion to holding the BMF belt to challenging for the title once again, you guys have also gone through a lot of different phases of life.
Yeah, we're going up and downs, left and rights. I got nothing but love for these guys, man. They saw me, as you guys can see, I was kind of a bigger guy in my in my earlier days because I was young and I had a high metabolism, so I could eat whatever and I knew I could make 45. But these guys saw everything. They saw the worst, they saw the best, and there's no other team I would want to share that moments with.
Max, we know that you are constantly giving back to the community, but one of the most incredible things that you have done recently is how about the Boys and Girls Club here in Waianae? Tell me what you were able to do and why you chose to do it.
I mean, the Boys and Girls Club was a big part of my life. You know, I didn't know you have to pay for it. I did not know, or you sign up for it. I don't think you pay for it, you sign up for it. I never signed up for it. I just kind of showed up all the time, and the people that worked there let me in because one of my friends was in it. And we'd always be like, oh, just come over. So we'd go there, we'd be on our bikes, ride down the road, go there, do our homework, and then go play basketball, play foosball, ping pong, whatever was there. And, you know, we partnered with the UFC, was able to give equipment. We actually got to, where we used to ride our bike, they turned it into the gym part, where there's like mats and bags and stuff, and UFC gave gloves, and it was just amazing, you know? I mean, I had my start in a gym, in a garage, that this was like nothing. You look at this, you'd be nothing, but I always told people it's not it's not where you train, it's how you train. And, you know, hopefully 5 years, 7 years, 10 years from now, one kid who got their start at the Waianae Boys and Girls Club gym would be pretty sick to be like if they was in the UFC or if it was boxing. So that's why I did it, you know, give them opportunity. There's a lot of fighters. I always tell you guys are crazy if you guys think I'm the best fighter from Hawaii or even from this side of the island. There are a lot of good guys. I just was able to position myself in the point to get to where I was, and some guys fell short of it, you know, and now we're giving opportunities and being able to give back and do something like that and hope somebody can stay on the right path. It'd be amazing.
And to come full circle, I mean, if you were riding your bike in that exact area as a young kid, having a safe place to be after school, and now you're watching kids, you know, benefit from what you were able to do, that just has to feel amazing when you see it.
It feels amazing. It feels amazing. I mean, I love the Waianae Boys and Girls Club. They did a lot for me when I was growing up, like I said. They could have just kicked me out and be like, hey, you're not signed up. What the hell? Get out of here. But the person at the time just let us in. They'd be like, hurry up, get out. It was better to have us in there than on the streets. And that's what I respect about that. Because like if they didn't let us in, who knows what we was doing? I mean, I know what I was doing. I was doing bad stuff. I was starting fires at places. I was playing with BB guns, you know, and like doing a lot of reckless stuff that I should have not been doing. And those days they'd let us in, we'd stay there all day until like 4 or 5 o'clock until they kick us out, and then we'd go right back home. So it's amazing, you know, it's amazing. Nothing but love for the kids, and hopefully we can, you know, inspire them to do great things. And if it's not fighting, if it's anything else, even if it's not fighting, even if the gym just inspired them, like, oh, I want to give back to Waianae Gym in a different way, in a new court, in a new building, and computers, because Mariota donated computers there. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's just used to inspire guys, because that's what you take. To take change, you need to just keep inspiring the next person and the next person and the next person.
And it speaks volumes about the community here in Hawaii and what you want to do for one another. It's
Always.
really beautiful.
Always. I said Waianae or Hawaii period is a beautiful place, you know. It's literally, especially down here in Waianae, you literally can walk down the road and somebody can see you struggling. They literally give you their shirt off their back to you, you know. But if you look at them the wrong way, they're literally gonna give you a fist to the face. So at the end of the day, it's a beautiful place. It's very wild here, and I love it.
What do you think young Max would think of where you are now?
I think he'd be like, oh, I think he'd probably tell me, wow, I wasn't well-spoken. I'm still not well-spoken. I still need to get better of that. But I was not well-spoken then, and Pigeon Max would have said like, oh, you actually did it. So that's why he probably would have been tripped out at what we're doing. And I probably would have told him, you should have never dyed your hair blonde. So
I have to say that I think you're very wrong. I think you were extremely well-spoken, and to be that young and to be that passionate about something, I think most kids would shy away from the camera or shy away from sharing maybe some of their struggles. You were out there talking about it, and you always have. So I would like to say that I think you're one of the most well-spoken athletes we have on this roster because of your ability to do that. Is Rush like that at all? Does Rush speak up and speak out?
Rush is Mr. Law. He's quiet. He rushes that kid that he's quiet, he's shy, and then as soon as he starts talking, you can't get him to shut up. You can't get it. We just had a school day, a back-to-school day for him, where one of the parents can go. So I went, and every teacher said the same thing. This is his favorite student. He's his favorite he's their favorite student. And they said it's funny because he was quiet before. The first couple of days he's quiet, didn't know what to do or what to say. And after that, they just can't get him to be quiet now. So he's Mr. Love for sure, man. I had nothing but love for that little punk.
Max, before I let you go, I won't be in Abu Dhabi, so I'll take this as my pre-fight chat. Yeah, so I want to know, when you really break this all down and you prepare for a potential 25 minutes, what allows you to get the hand raise? How do you get it done?
I mean, I'm just going to go out there, do what I do best. I had a sit-down interview with him face-to-face, actually virtually face-to-face. And he got pretty heated when I said I was the best boxer in the UFC. So, I mean, I get to go out there October 26th and show him, you know. At the end of the day, without giving too much away, just tune into the pay-per-view. It's going to be fireworks. If I get a finish, if he's going to want to quit, that's going to be on him. But I'm ready to go 25 minutes. I'm ready to put on a show. And I'm ready to show and be undeniable that the Blessed Express is here to stay.
We can't wait. I can't imagine what the reception will be when you come back to Hawaii with another belt in tow after a fight in Abu Dhabi.
Well, you need to tell the UFC, since you wasn't able to fly to Abu Dhabi, tell them send you back to Hawaii when we get home.
I'm in, so I'll make that phone call after this. But Max, as always, we appreciate your candor. We appreciate your conversation. Good luck to you. Thank you for inviting us into your home. Everyone has been so lovely. Thank you for having us here, and have fun out there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. You guys have safe travel.